Do you remember that scene from Stranger Things where one group sends a message to the other from the upside down using that LED panel? I thought something like that could be pretty cool to recreate. I still had an 8x8 RGB LED panel lying around and a microcontroller, an ESP32, which can also do Wi-Fi. And then I first made some attempts using AI. I have a website on my phone with which I can control it, and it already worked pretty well. It then took a while until it was really the way I wanted it. And then, of course, I wanted to design a case. This was my first draft. I didn't like it that much. That's why I made something in the 1980s style, huh? I think that fits pretty well. And then, of course, everything had to be soldered, but that wasn't much work. I used an old USB cable here just for power supply. And the practical thing is this RGB panel only needs 3 wires, one for plus and minus, so 5 volts via USB, and then a data line through which it receives the signals from the ESP. And this is what the whole thing looks like. I added a few status LEDs, like whether you're connected, if someone is sending something, and so on, and the whole thing works great. This is what it looks like when finished. You can now scan the QR code on the back, and then you're connected to the Wi-Fi from the ESP. So the ESP creates its own Wi-Fi. And when you scan the link below, you get to the website. Yes, the ESP hosts its own website that controls everything. And it looks like this. The nicest part is drawing on the 8x8 panel. It's really like in the series, what you touch lights up briefly. I thought that turned out pretty nice. And I also added a few buttons so you can send some emojis, change the brightness, change the color, and so on. And I found it to be quite a funny toy. And you can also set a nice flicker to give a signal. Yes, if you like the whole thing, then feel free to follow me, because there will definitely be more projects.